Hi y'all, I'm Courtney and welcome to another vlog. Okay, so today is gonna be kind of interesting. I had planned for today to be like a nice spring day out around town, reading books in coffee shops and maybe going to a brewery. But then I looked around my apartment and I'm like, I need to do some deep spring cleaning, and purging things is one of my favorite things to do. And this is a good time to do it just because I don't know, it's kind of like a cloudy, overcast day. Last night we went to see The Secrets of Dumbledore, which is the third Fantastic Beasts movie. And we got back, it was a 6:30 movie, but they had a lot of previews and everything. And then we got back a little late and then we turned on the channel. Like, we don't have regular cable, we just put a digital antenna up. So while we were just chilling and like relaxing until bedtime, we put on, I think it was like this strongman competition. So we watched some of that, and then we watched Modern Family, and then I woke up a little bit after 8 and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make some pancakes. So I made some strawberry pancakes, and my boyfriend's out to the grocery store right now. Since it's Easter tomorrow, he's gonna be making pies for his family, and I'm gonna be making a pasta salad, but not until later tonight. So it's just gonna be a chill at home kind of day while he bakes. I help him, I clean, and then I do have some reading that I want to get done. Eventually I will, because he has a tournament at 3, so I'll probably go for a run at that point. And then while I'm cleaning, I want to listen to either The MAID by, I think it's Nita Prose is the author. That just came on my audiobook from Libby, or because I watched Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore yesterday, I can listen to the live stream of Mugglecast's like debrief, and that's at 10, and that's like in 35 minutes. So I might do that because I really want to hear what they have to say, but it might take a long time. They're filming or recording 2 episodes. I have a feeling they're going to be like an hour long each minimum. So that I think will be a good like cleaning thing to listen to, because I just want to know what they think. Like, I like have such a high regard for their opinion, or like I respect their opinions a lot. They really do some deep diving and some criticisms of the franchise and the Harry Potter world, like both constructive criticism and positive. So that's what I appreciate about them. So even going into the movie, I like had their thoughts in my mind of like their predictions and everything. So you can hear me getting excited. I'm probably gonna listen to that while I clean. So in terms of reading, like, yes, I will eventually listen to The MAID after that, maybe while I run, I'm not sure. And then I'm still struggling with this one. So this is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. This was the March pick for Late Night Book Club. It is now April. They are doing a live stream debrief, the 3 of them, on YouTube tomorrow, which is Easter, which I couldn't watch anyway. It's 11 a.m. Pacific time, so that's 2 p.m. So yeah, that's in the middle of when we'll be celebrating Easter, so I can't even watch it. But I don't know, it's just super slow, and like the world building there's just a lot happening here. I think when I understand things and action happens, I'm like in it. But meanwhile, like the build up, the conversations, the different language and terms used, I'm like not getting it or resonating with it. And then in the Discord channel that they host for the book club, like some other people had said it took them a long time to finish. So I'm at this point over halfway, probably more than this, because I'm also reading it on an e-reader, so I'm probably a little bit further ahead, but still, like, I am struggling with this one. And 2 of my friends from work had reached out. They saw that I was reading this and asked like how I was liking it. What do I think? Can we debrief later? And I feel so bad because I feel like I'm going to disappoint them. I've had thoughts of DNFing it. I like still might. I don't know. If it doesn't, I don't know. Like, I'm already this far ahead. I know there's no real like stop dead time or part of a story that it's like, okay, like time to DNF it now. It's kind of when it's up to you, whether it's after the first page, after 100 pages, or when you only have like a chapter left. Like, any time can be a time to DNF. So I don't know. I wanna push through and then see what happens. But this one's taking me a long time. I started reading it before my London trip. Like, clearly I started reading it in March. It's now April 16th. So yeah, this is taking me longer than A Little Life, which that was long for a whole other bunch of reasons. So yeah, so I have that, and then my hope was to already have finished this by the time I was doing like a spring reading vlog, but I really want to dive into Anne's House of Dreams and like the rest of the Anne of Green Gables series. Very excited about this. This is book 5 out of 8. At this point, I don't know if I'll be able to finish the whole series by the end of the month, because I have this, I have the April Late Night Book Club pick, which is Reprieve. It's like this horror book that's like an escape room in a house kind of setting, which sounds super interesting. And then what else? I have a book for work I need to read before May 10th, which I think I can even read in the first week of May if I want to, but I'll be in New York in May as well. And then it's also Independent Bookstore Day, which might be a good binge read day. I have 3 bookstores I'm trying to hit up that day in the morning, and then spend the rest of the day reading, because the next day is the half marathon down in Cincinnati, or like just like a few minutes away. So, just so much happening. Ay. But let's see, anything else I can update you on this spring day? It's not bad. We have the windows open right now. I'm wearing a t-shirt and pants. It's pretty comfortable. When I run today, I might do like a long sleeve, like lightweight long sleeve and shorts. And then, yeah. So this will be like a hodgepodge video, honestly. I knew I wanted to do some kind of day in the life spring edition kind of thing, but you're just gonna get me doing some cleaning. Maybe I'll do not everything I get rid of. Like, I already started a pile of like t-shirts and like DVDs. I might go through some books, honestly, because I've gotten a bunch more in the past month from work that aren't being added to the shelves because there's no room left on my shelves. So I might need to do a spring cleaning of books. That's gonna affect my TBR jar because some of those books are in there, which, like, if I pick them out, then oh well, like I won't read them because I don't have them anymore. So yeah, ay. So that's pretty much my intro. Sorry I'm like sniffling. I think maybe it's allergies. I hope I'm not getting a cold. I do have lots of sick days left in my bank for the year, so if I need to take one, I will. For this upcoming week, this last week was a doozy. Lots of stuff happening, and just working long hours. Like, I know everybody works hard. It was just hitting me like harder than usual, I guess, and making me like antsy and like anxious and like high strung more so than usual. So that I'm just trying to relax, throw some stuff out, do some running, do some reading, try not to check my email, because that's where I'm getting the most anxious, because I hate seeing the numbers like pile up when it comes to emails that I can like answer them easily, but that adds up. Like, all those emails that I can answer easily can add up to like half hour, 45 minutes on my computer for work when I don't need to be on there. So if you feel that way, let me know if there's any good practices. I don't get like email notifications sent to my phone. I just see when the number goes up, like the little red bubble on the email icon. It's just a bad habit of mine to check. Like, when I pick up my phone, I check the main things are like social media, including Instagram, Twitter, sometimes Facebook. I check the weather, I check my email, and then I go through my photos to see if I can like edit anything. And then Duolingo, I think that's pretty much it. Is like my go-tos. And my calendar, I check that a lot too. So I just need to break that phone habit of checking every 5 minutes or whatever the time frame is, and then just be in the moment. That's what I need to work on. So hopefully that gets easier with being outside more, being nicer, not being cooped up. Yeah. Anyway, that's a long intro. 10 minutes in. Woohoo! Happy spring. Happy Saturday. So anyway, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to have my breakfast, which I had mentioned are strawberry pancakes, and then probably make a cup of tea. I have a half hour now until the live stream starts, so get some dishes done and then get to cleaning, and I will catch up with you later. Y'all, it's been quite a productive morning. I will show you in a second. Hold on. So we got rid of a whole bag of clothes, and in here we have some DVDs, a bunch of books, and like some knick-knack kind of stuff. So there's that. Also, look at these pies. We did such a good job. This one is cherry, and then we got some peach, and then the two in the back are apple. I think we did pretty well. And then lastly, I just got done a 3-mile run, which felt amazing after the first mile. The first mile was like hills galore, which, ugh. But after that, got my stride, felt pretty good. Felt like I could go longer, but I'm like, you know, I'll quit while I'm ahead, and I did. So now I'm going to shower. I have to make some pasta salad stuff a little bit later, and then I'm gonna read and probably edit my London vlog. So yes, very, very productive. And I say morning, it's actually almost 2:30, but productive first half of the day. So yay. Oh my gosh, the bag just fell over. Oops. For a reading update. So I've been reading Anne's House of Dreams by Montgomery. I am now halfway done, which is very exciting. And I might even finish this today, dare I say it, maybe tomorrow morning before we leave for Easter meal or whatever. So yeah, so this just proves that the 5th season that I've been reading, either it was a slump for me or just wasn't holding my interest, because I just banged out 100 pages in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, since the font, if I can show this to you, the font is super small and tight, but still I'm enjoying the story. It's very lighthearted, but there's a little bit of depth in there with a few of the characters that Anne and Gilbert are interacting with. So that I think is good. And it's interesting too, since there's a picture of Anne, whoever did this rendering, on the front here, but I'm thinking of Megan Follows from the PBS version, and now I really want to watch Anne of Green Gables. I think even as I first started reading this today, I'm like, I really want to watch this movie, like the miniseries. I had planned to watch it the Friday of like Independent Bookstore Day weekend, but I might just watch it tonight. I don't know. I want to order a pizza that'll arrive probably like an hour and a half, so I'll read a little bit more. I don't think I'll finish it before the pizza gets here, but I think I'll be able to get maybe 3/4 through, and then watch some, maybe all of the movie, just depends, and then get back to reading this. So yeah, I think it's very productive. The light is so perfect coming in right now. It's not, what is it, the golden hour? I think that comes like right before sunset, but it's like the perfect, like the light comes through our balcony. Was that the west side? Northeast, south? Yeah, sunsets in the west side of the apartment building. So that just feels really nice. The breeze is nice. The freshly baked pies are still out. I need to wrap those up, honestly, and put them in plastic for transport tomorrow. And then I've already made my pasta salad. That's my contribution, which was pretty easy to make, but yeah, it's just such a lovely afternoon, very pleasant, and yeah, I don't have any ASMR on, I don't have any music on, I don't have any candles lit. I just love, like when I was on my run today, I smelled so many hyacinths and like spring floral kind of scents, and I'm getting that a little bit through the door, and then just like the sounds of outside, like I've heard like a few cars and like people mowing their lawn, or I think there was like a chainsaw going at some points, but it didn't really bother me. It's just, you know, people getting outside, beautifying their landscapes and all of that. I showed a picture earlier of like our trees, and like they're getting some of their leaves back, but they're not like the beautiful like whites or pinks or other like fun spring colors on these other trees around here. So yeah, not the best, but it'll be fully bloomed hopefully soon. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go order that pizza. And yeah, I mean, I wish I could tell you more about this, but this is the 5th book in the series. If you're not familiar with it, I don't want to like ruin the other 4 books in it. So this is the halfway point of the Anne of Green Gables novels. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about it. We're still on Prince Edward Island, which I'm really excited. I really want to go there next year. That's on my bucket list, I guess. The rest of this year is pretty much like full or like scheduled out on trips. I did throw in a couple other ones that were spontaneous. One is to Denver to run with 2 of my best friends in a 5K and visit my friend's new house with his husband. So that'll be very exciting. And then there's another trip in there somewhere. Oh, I'm going home to Jersey for a little bit. I don't know if I'm flying or driving yet, but hope to check out the Harry Potter exhibit at the Franklin Institute and then hang out with my family there since it'll have been a year since I've been home. I really want Wawa. I really love Wawa. If you're not familiar with it, it's like a convenience store, but it's like way more than that. They have made to order sandwiches. They're really known for their hoagies. Like Hoagie Fest in the summer is like amazing. And hopefully that is when I'm planning to go, is in the summertime during Hoagie Fest. Their iced coffee is amazing. So good. And there's one like a half a mile from my mom's house that I will walk to happily. And yeah, so it's mainly like a Jersey, Philadelphia, Northern Virginia type of thing, and then some in Florida. So if you're not in those areas, you might not know what I'm talking about, but it's amazing. If you ever are in those areas, it is a thing. So anyway, that's another trip. And then, yeah, pretty much that's it for the rest of this year besides the ones I've already mentioned on this channel. So next year I'm hoping Prince Edward Island and Boston, maybe London. That just depends if I get into any of the races there. And yeah, we'll go from there. I think Seattle's in there for work. And then I don't know where else. But that's a pretty good start. And that means there will be vlogs for all of those trips, which is very exciting. I liked filming them. The editing part is hard. Because I just want to make it seem like seamless. And that's what I struggled with the London one, which I still haven't done yet. And all the files are in the program or in the software. It's just a matter of cutting it down, making it flow, adding music. Do I need to add text? I have no idea. So yeah. Anyway, that's the update. I will catch you probably before the end of the evening. I will probably show some B-roll of the pizza, of Anna Green Gables, and then anything else that might be interesting. And then I'll close out for the night. But yes, thanks. I know it's not over yet, but thanks for jumping on this journey with me for a little bit of spring at home reading. Maybe one time I'll go and do like an outdoorsy one. I really want a hammock. I think that might be on my birthday Christmas list for this upcoming year, which my birthday's not until November, so that's not going to help me right now. But I just want one. One day. We'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Alright y'all, I'm going to close out the video here. I got a little bit of Anna Green Gables and some pizza and some wine, but now I'm just gonna go into bed. I know it's still light out, but it's like 8:30, I think. It's almost 8:15, and I just want to be laying in bed. I will then put an ASMR on, maybe light a candle in bed. I've closed all the doors and windows because it got a little bit chilly in here the last like half hour or so while I was reading and watching the film. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little spring and this spring reading adventure of sorts, indoor edition. I read a little bit more from, let me hold the book up correctly, Anne's House of Dreams, still just past the halfway mark and less than 100 pages to go. So once that's done, I have started Heartstopper Volume 3, since that series starts on Netflix on the 25th, which is this upcoming Friday. I think they're covering the first 2 volumes. I'm not really sure based on the previews. There's a scene that does happen in the second volume, so I don't really know. But I love the story so much. It's very quick, it's fun. And oh, I should mention, before I went on break from reading this, I had said that it was like, oh, light and has like some more depth to it, but there was definitely, after I said that, the next few chapters had some like tragic events happen and a lot of like hard and challenging experiences. So maybe check out content warnings ahead of time for this one specifically. I honestly can't remember the first 4 if there was anything I would warn you about, but obviously with any book, if you are nervous about any kind of content warnings, then look them up ahead of time. But for sure there was 1, maybe 2 in the middle of this one that I thought was enough for me to say something here. So yeah, that was definitely a turn of events that I was not expecting. And yeah, want to see what happens next, how it heals after that kind of event. And yeah, anyway, thank you again so much for watching this video. I know it's kind of all over the place, but it was a nice, calm, laid back day for me, which I really needed with the hustle and bustle of this past month and getting back from London and some other things coming up in the coming weeks, both work and like social, personal wise. So definitely good to slow it down a bit. Yeah, let's see. Up next for videos, we have May TBR and then an April recap, which, oof, this was an interesting month, but I will explain more then. And then I will have an Independent Bookstore Day wrap up. Let's see, New York City trip is in May. I'll have a video about that. And then June TBR. So that's kind of what we're leading up to. Oh, also I need to mention that I scheduled a reading sprint, the first one of the year. Woohoo! It'll be on May 1st, I think at 4 p.m. I'll have to double check, but it's on my channel as like a anticipated video to check out. So this will be a live reading sprint. It'll just be me on YouTube reading and pulling up some ASMR videos, and then you all kind of commenting in the chat what you're reading, and we'll have kind of like, I'll be the only one like verbally talking, but I'll be like talking to you and like answering questions and things. And then reading sprints are like a certain time limit where we're just reading, so bring whatever book that you want. I don't know at that point what I'll be reading. I had planned to read books that I had bought during Independent Bookstore Day, but it just depends where I'm at. Since it'll be May 1st, I don't have much of my May TBR that I'll be wanting to dive in immediately, but there might be some residual April TBR books that I hadn't read that I'll want to just finish if I had started them. So not sure what I'll read then, but we'll read for like a half hour and then I'll pause if y'all need to use the restroom, get a coffee, whatever. I'll like chat and like answer some more questions and then jump back into a sprint, and we'll do that like a few times. I don't know how long. So yeah, yay, back to reading sprints. I haven't done them for a while and folks have been asking, so woohoo, they're coming back. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up or comment down below. Feel free to hit subscribe or the notification bell to know when I post next. This week was weird. I did 2 videos this week. It usually doesn't happen. It's usually 1 a week. But last week I skipped because I was just exhausted from coming back from London. And I needed to edit that vlog and it was going to take too long. But anyway, I apologize. I hope that it was worth the wait to jump back into my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope you come back and share with a friend. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and happy reading.